Imagine two men who changed the world. One has golden hair and loud words. The other has cold eyes and a secret past. Welcome to an exciting story about Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. Two leaders, two styles, one big question. How do they rule? Today we're jumping into their lives. We'll find secrets, hear powerful words, and learn English together. Are you ready for this adventure? It's going to be fun, so let's start now. Here's something amazing about these two men. Both Trump and Putin love power. They want to be the boss, but they do it in very different ways. Trump stands tall in a golden tower. He shouts to the world, "Look at me." Putin hides in the shadows. He moves quietly like a cat, and then surprises everyone. One builds a big shiny name. The other builds a strong silent wall. Who does it better? That's what we're here to explore. Their stories are so different, but they both win people's hearts. How do they do it? Let's keep going to find out. Now here's a surprise about Trump. Did you know he owned a beauty contest? Yes, he was the boss of pretty women in crowns. And before he led America, he was on TV pointing at people and saying, "You're fired." It's crazy, right? People didn't expect him to become president, but he did. What about Putin? Here's a wild fact. He was a spy, a real one. One time he saved his boss from an angry crowd. He didn't use a gun, just his smart words. Can you believe that? These little secrets make their stories so exciting. They show us how special these leaders are. Let's hear their voices now. Trump once said, "I will be the greatest jobs president that God ever created." Wow, listen to that. His words are big and full of energy. He wants everyone to feel his dream. Then there's Putin. He said, "To forgive the terrorists is up to God, but to send them to him is up to me." Ooh, that's cold. His words are strong and a little scary. They make you stop and think. Trump's voice is like a trumpet, loud and bright. Putin's is like a whisper, quiet but dangerous. What do these words tell us? They show us their hearts. Trump dreams big and shouts it. Putin controls everything and keeps it tight. So why should you watch this video? These two leaders are more than just famous faces. Trump and Putin show us how to lead in different ways. One is a showman like a star on stage. The other is a planner like a king in a castle. Their stories are full of drama, power, and lessons. Want to know how they got here? Curious about what makes them so strong? We're going to dig deep into their pasts. We'll compare how they talk, how they decide things, and how people see them. Plus, you'll learn English, easy words, cool phrases, and fun grammar. All from their adventures. By the end, you'll feel like a leader too. So stick with me. We're starting with the best parts next. Get ready. It's going to be a blast. Part 1, the highlight reel. Let's jump into the best moments of Trump and Putin's lives. This is the highlight reel, like a movie trailer for two amazing leaders. We're going to see their biggest wins, their most inspiring sides, and the lessons they teach us. First, we'll start with Donald Trump. Are you ready? Here we go. Donald Trump shocked the world in 2016. He won the election to become President of the United States. That's a huge achievement. What makes it even crazier is that he had no experience in politics before. Zero. He wasn't a mayor or a senator. He was a businessman and a TV star. But he walked into the White House with his head high. People cheered, waved flags, and shouted his name. Can you imagine that? Winning something so big without practice? That's Trump's magic. He's like a superhero of surprises. One word to learn here is achievement. It means something great you do, like winning a race or a job. Trump's achievement was becoming president against all odds. What's so inspiring about Trump? He's bold. He's not afraid to be loud. He turned a simple phrase, "You're fired," into something everyone knows. He said it on his TV show, The Apprentice, pointing at people with a big smile. That's confidence. Confidence means believing in yourself, even if others don't. Trump took that confidence and built an empire. Hotels, golf courses, and a famous name, Trump. He shows us that you can dream big and make it real. Here's a fun fact you might not know. His family name wasn't always Trump. Long ago, his ancestors from Germany called themselves Drumpf. Did you know that? It's a little secret from his past. But he made Trump a word that means success. Let's hear his best quote again. Trump said, "I will be the greatest jobs president that God ever created." Feel that energy. He's promising to help people work and live better. That promise got millions to vote for him. His lesson is clear. Believe in yourself, even when it's hard. Want to sound like Trump? Try this phrase. Make it big. It means to do something huge, like building a tower or winning a prize. Trump loves making things big, and it works for him. Now let's switch to another leader. Get ready for Vladimir Putin. Putin's story is just as exciting, but so different. He's been the leader of Russia for over 20 years. That's a long time. When he started, Russia was weak and messy. People were scared, and the country needed help. Putin came in and made it strong again. That's his big achievement. He built armies, fixed cities, and made Russia a power in the world. The word power means strength, like lifting something heavy or leading a team. Putin has power, and he keeps it tight in his hands. He doesn't let go. His people look at him and feel safe. That's a huge win for a leader. What's inspiring about Putin? He's calm like a rock in a storm. He doesn't shout or cry. He thinks, plans, and moves when the time is right. Imagine a chess game. Putin is the player who waits, then says checkmate with a quiet smile. That's his style. Another word to learn is calm. It means peaceful, not loud or wild. Putin stays calm, even when things get tough. Here's a surprising fact. Did you know he once flew a plane with birds? Yes, endangered birds needed help finding their way home. So Putin got in a plane and led them. It's like a movie. He's not just a leader. He's an adventurer too. Now listen to Putin's powerful words. He said, "To forgive the terrorists is up to God, but to send them to him is up to me." Wow, that's strong. It means he won't let bad people win. He'll fight them hard. His words make people feel protected. They trust him to keep danger away. The word trust means believing someone will help you. Putin's lesson is simple. Stay cool, plan ahead, and don't show weakness. Here's a phrase to try. Play your cards right. It means to make smart moves like in a game. Putin always plays his cards right, and it keeps him on top. Let's talk grammar for a second. Notice how we say Trump won and Putin built? That's the past simple. We use it for things that happened before now. Trump won the election in 2016. Putin built Russia's strength years ago. Try it yourself. I ate breakfast. She ran fast. It's easy, right? We'll practice more later, but for now, let's keep the excitement going. So, what do we see in this highlight reel? Trump and Putin are both winners, but they shine in different ways. Trump is loud and fast. He jumps into the spotlight and says, "Watch me." His energy pulls people in. Putin is quiet and slow. He waits in the dark, then strikes like lightning. His strength keeps people close. Another word to learn is spotlight. It means the bright light on a stage or attention from everyone. Trump loves the spotlight. Putin doesn't need it. Here's one more word. Strike. It means to hit or attack fast. Putin strikes when no one expects it. Both leaders teach us something special. Trump says, dream big and shout it. Putin says, think hard and control it. What's coming next? This is just the start. We've seen their best moments, but how did they get here? Soon we'll go back to their beginnings. You'll hear about Trump's rich family and his wild TV days. Then Putin's spy life and his climb to power. After that, we'll compare them step by step. How do they talk? How do they decide? How do people see them? It's going to be so much fun. Plus, you'll learn more English words, phrases, and tricks to sound strong like them. Imagine speaking with Trump's fire or Putin's ice. You'll get there with us. So don't go away. The adventure is just heating up. Let's keep rolling. Part 2: Background of Donald Trump. Now let's dive into Donald Trump's story. Where did this loud, golden-haired leader come from? How did he go from a rich kid to the President of America? Get ready because his life is full of surprises. We're going back to the beginning, and it's going to be a fun ride. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in New York City. That's a big, busy place in America, full of tall buildings and bright lights. His family had a lot of money. His dad, Fred Trump, built houses and apartments. Little Donald grew up with everything. Nice clothes, good food, and a big house. The word wealth means having a lot of money or things. Trump started with wealth and it helped him dream big. His dad taught him about business, how to buy, sell, and make more money. Young Donald listened well. He wanted to be like his dad, but even bigger. When he was a teenager, Trump went to a special school. It was strict like an army school. He learned to work hard and follow rules. Then he went to college to study business. He was smart and full of ideas. After school, he didn't wait. He jumped into his dad's company and started building things. One word to learn here is business. It means making money by selling or building, like shops or houses. Trump loved business. He didn't just build small things. He wanted huge towers with his name on them. Soon, people saw Trump in big gold letters on buildings. That's how he started. Trump didn't stop with buildings. He built hotels and casinos, places where people sleep or play games for money. One famous one is Trump Tower in New York. It's tall and shiny like a castle. He worked hard and his wealth grew bigger. But here's a fun fact. Did you know he once wrestled on TV? Yes, it was fake, a show called wrestling, but Trump jumped in and pushed a guy down. The crowd went wild. It's crazy, right? He wasn't afraid to try wild things. That's what makes his story so exciting. He wanted everyone to know his name. Then came his biggest adventure to eat. Trump became a star on a show called The Apprentice. He was the boss. People came to him with ideas and he judged them. If he didn't like their work, he pointed and said, "You're fired." People loved it. The word fame means when everyone knows you. Trump got fame from TV. His face was everywhere, on screens, in magazines, even on toys. He turned that fame into something huge. In 2015, he said, "I want to be president." Many people laughed. They said, "He's just a TV guy." But Trump didn't care. He wanted to lead America. In 2016, it happened. Trump ran for president. He talked to big crowds. He promised jobs in a strong country. People listened. The word election means a time when people vote for a leader. Trump won the election, and the world was shocked. He had no experience in government, but he won. That's confidence, believing you can do anything. On January 20th, 2017, he became the leader of America. He moved into the White House, a big White House for presidents. His family came too. His wife Melania and his kids. Trump was loud and proud. He said, "I'll make America great." Some loved him. Some didn't. But everyone watched him. Let's try a fun phrase. Stand out from the crowd means to be different and special. Trump always stands out. He wears bright ties, talks loud, and smiles big. Another phrase is make it big. It means to do something huge like Trump did with his towers and his presidency. He doesn't hide, he shines. That's his style. Now let's talk grammar. Listen to these sentences. He built hotels. He became president. That's the past simple. We use it for things that finished in the past. Trump built his business years ago. He became famous later. Try it yourself. I played a game. She cooked dinner. Easy, right? It helps us tell stories like Trump's. Trump's background is all about dreaming big. He started with wealth, learned business, and took risks. He wasn't quiet, he shouted his plans to the world. Did you know he once owned a beauty contest too? It's called Miss Universe. He picked the prettiest women and put them on TV. Everything he did was loud and shiny. The word confidence fits him perfectly. It means believing in yourself, even if others doubt you. Trump never stopped. From a rich kid to a TV star to the White House, he kept going. That's why people know him everywhere. His story is wild, fun, and full of lessons. So what's next? We've seen Trump start, how he grew from a boy with money to a leader with power. Soon we'll meet Vladimir Putin. His story is so different, quiet, secret, and strong. You'll hear about his spy days and how he took over Russia. Then we'll compare them. How do they talk? How do they decide? How do people see them? It's going to be exciting. Plus, you'll learn more English, new words, cool phrases, and fun ways to speak. Trump's life is like a big loud show. What will Putin's be like? Stick around to find out. Part 3. Background of Vladimir Putin. Now it's time to meet Vladimir Putin. He's so different from Trump, quiet, strong, and a little mysterious. How did he become Russia's leader? His story starts in a tough place and takes him to the top. Get ready because this is going to be exciting like a spy movie. Vladimir Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in a city called Leningrad. That's in Russia, and it's called St. Petersburg now. Life wasn't easy for him. His family didn't have much money. They lived in a small apartment with other people. Putin's dad worked in a factory, and his mom helped at home. The word struggle means when life is hard and you fight to keep going. Putin knew struggle as a kid. He wasn't rich like Trump, but he was tough. He played in the streets and learned to stand up for himself. That made him strong from the start. As a boy, Putin loved stories about spies. A spy is someone who hides and finds secrets, like in a James Bond movie. He dreamed of being one. The word spy is important here. It means a person who works in secret to help their country. Putin went to school and studied hard. He learned law rules that people follow. But he didn't stop there. In the 1970s, he joined the KGB. That's Russia's secret group, like spies for the government. Putin became a real spy. He worked in East Germany, far from home. Did you know he speaks German fluently? He learned it for his spy job. That's a cool secret about him. Putin's spy life was quiet and smart. He watched people, listened, and kept secrets. He didn't shout or show off. He learned to control things without being loud. The word control means to be the boss of something, like holding the reins of a horse. Putin loved control. He worked in the KGB for years until the 1990s. Then big changes came to Russia. The country was weak. People were angry and scared. Putin left the KGB and started working in politics. He helped the mayor of his city and made friends with important people. Step by step he climbed higher. In 1999, something huge happened. Russia's leader picked Putin to be the next boss. On January 1, 2000, he took power. He became the acting president and soon the real president. People didn't know him well at first. He was quiet, not famous like Trump, but he showed strength fast. Russia was falling apart and Putin said, "I'll fix it." He made the army strong. He stopped fights inside the country. He built power again. The word power means being strong and in charge. Putin took control and gave Russia power. People started to trust him. They saw him as a hero who saved them. Putin's life wasn't all work. He loves sports like judo. He's really good at it. He flips people over his shoulder and wins fights. That shows his strength not just in his body but in his mind. Here's a fun fact. Did you know he once flew a plane with birds? Yes, special birds were lost, and Putin flew to guide them home. It's wild, right? He's not just a leader. He's an adventurer. He keeps his life private, though. He has a family, but he hides them from cameras. That's different from Trump, who loves the spotlight. Putin stays in the shadows, but he shines in his own way. Let's try a phrase. Keep it quiet means to stay silent and not tell everyone your plans. Putin keeps it quiet. He doesn't talk too much, he acts. Another phrase is, play your cards right. It means to make smart choices like in a game. Putin played his cards right and became Russia's leader. Now let's talk grammar. Listen to this. He has ruled Russia for years. He has stayed strong. That's the present perfect. We use it for things that started in the past and are still true now. Putin has been in power since 2000, and he's still here. Try it yourself. I have lived here for 2 years. She has studied English. It's fun, right? It fits Putin's long story. Putin's background is all about rising up. He started with struggle, not wealth. He became a spy, learned secrets, and took control. Then he led Russia out of trouble. The word strategy is perfect for him. It means a smart plan to win, like in chess. Putin uses strategy every day. He thinks, waits, and moves when the time is right. That's how he went from a poor kid to the boss of a huge country. People fear him, but they respect him too. His story is quiet, but it's loud with power. He didn't need fame, he built strength instead. What's coming up? We've seen Putin's past, how he grew from a tough kid to a spy to a leader. Next, we'll compare him with Trump. How do they talk to people? Trump shouts, but Putin whispers. How do they decide things? Trump is fast, but Putin is slow. How do people see them? Trump is a star, but Putin is a mystery. It's going to be so much fun to look at them side by side. Plus, you'll learn more English, new words, cool phrases, and tricks to sound smart. Putin's life is like a secret plan that worked. What will we find next? Stay with me to see. Part 4. Communication Style. Let's put Trump and Putin side by side now. How do they talk to people? Communication is so important for leaders. It's how they share ideas, win hearts, and show who they are. Trump and Putin do it in totally different ways. One is loud like a trumpet. The other is quiet like a whisper. Get ready because this comparison is going to be fun and full of surprises. First, let's look at Donald Trump. He loves to talk, big, bold, and loud. When he speaks, everyone hears him. He stands at a podium with a microphone and shouts to huge crowds. His words are simple and strong. He says things like, "We will win," or "I'm the best." People cheer and wave signs. The word speech means when someone talks to a group. Trump gives speeches all the time. He wants everyone to listen. He repeats things so they stick in your mind. Like, "Make America Great Again." He said that so much, people still remember it. Trump's communication is like a big show, bright and exciting. Trump doesn't just talk quietly with friends. He goes big. He uses TV, rallies, and even Twitter to speak. He wrote short messages online, sometimes funny, sometimes angry. Millions read them. The word audience means the people who listen or watch you. Trump's audience is huge, people in America and all over the world. He loves that attention. He smiles, waves, and keeps talking. Here's a fun fact. Did you know he once called himself a stable genius? That's a wild way to say he's smart. Trump's style is all about energy. He wants you to feel his excitement. When he talks, it's like a party you can't look away. Now, let's switch to Vladimir Putin. He's so different. Putin doesn't shout. He stays calm and quiet. His communication is like a secret weapon. When he speaks, it's slow and careful. He picks every word like it's a chess move. People lean in to hear him because he doesn't talk much. The word calm means peaceful, not loud or fast. Putin is calm when he speaks. He looks straight at you with cold eyes and says things like, "We will be strong." His voice isn't loud, but it's heavy. You feel it deep inside. That's his power. Putin doesn't need big crowds all the time. He talks on TV or in small meetings. Sometimes he says nothing at all, just watches. But when he does speak, it's strong. He once said something scary about enemies. That's a threat when you warn someone to be careful. The word threat means telling someone you might hurt them if they don't listen. Putin uses threats to keep people in line. Like, "Don't mess with Russia." People hear that and feel nervous. Did you know he once answered questions from people for hours? He sat there, calm and cool, talking about everything. It showed he's in control. Putin's style is quiet, but it's tough, like a storm you don't see coming. Let's try a phrase. Speak your mind means to say what you think, even if it's loud or bold. Trump speaks his mind all the time. He doesn't hold back. Another phrase is hold your tongue. It means to stay quiet and not say everything. Putin holds his tongue, he waits before he talks. Both ways work for them. Trump's loud speeches pull people in. Putin's quiet threats push people back. They're like fire and ice. The word energy fits Trump. It means being full of life and action. Putin saves his energy and uses it smartly. That's why they're so different. Now let's talk grammar. Listen to this. Trump is loud. Putin is calm. These are adjectives, words that describe something. Trump is loud, big, and wild. Putin is calm, quiet, and strong. We use this with adjectives to say how someone is. Try it yourself. She is happy. He is tall. It's simple, right? Trump's speeches are full of adjectives. He calls himself great or smart. Putin doesn't use many, but his actions say strong without words. This grammar helps us compare them easily. So what's the big picture? Trump talks like a star on stage. He wants the audience to clap and cheer. He uses energy to make people love him or hate him. It's all big and open. Putin talks like a boss in the shadows. He uses threats and calm words to make people respect him or fear him. It's small but deep. Both win their way. Trump's communication is like a fireworks show. Boom, flash, look at me. Putin's is like a dark river, slow, quiet, but dangerous. They show us two ways to lead with words. Trump says, I'm here. Putin says, I'm watching. Who do you like more? It's fun to think about. What's next? We've seen how they talk, Trump with noise, Putin with silence. Soon we'll look at how they decide things. Trump moves fast like lightning. Putin plans slow like a game. It's going to be another great comparison. Plus, you'll learn more English, new words, cool phrases, and tricks to sound like a leader. Imagine talking with Trump's energy or Putin's calm. You can do it. This is getting so exciting. Stay with me for more. Part 5. Decision Making. Let's keep the excitement going. Now we're comparing how Trump and Putin make decisions. Decisions are the big choices leaders make, like what to do, when to do it, and how. Trump and Putin are so different here. One is fast like a race car. The other is slow like a chess player. Get ready because this is going to be a fun ride. First, let's talk about Donald Trump. He decides things fast, really fast. When he wants something, he doesn't wait. He says, let's do it now, and jumps in. The word speed means how quick something happens. Trump loves speed. When he was president, he signed papers to change things right away. Like he said, build a wall, and started it fast. Or cut taxes, and made it happen quick. He doesn't sit and think too long. He trusts his gut, that's his feeling inside. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes it makes trouble. But Trump doesn't care. He keeps moving. Trump takes risks too. The word risk means doing something that might fail but could win big. Trump loves risks. Before he was president, he built casinos, places where people bet money. That's risky. He lost money sometimes, but he won big other times. As president, he met tough leaders like North Korea's boss and talked to them face to face. People said, "That's dangerous." Trump said, "I'll handle it." Here's a fun fact. Did you know he once decided to buy a football team on a whim? A whim means a sudden idea. He didn't win with it, but it shows his style, fast and fearless. Now let's look at Vladimir Putin. He's the opposite. Putin decides things slow and careful. He thinks hard before he moves. The word plan means making steps to do something smart. Putin loves plans. When he became Russia's leader, he didn't rush. He looked at the country, weak and messy, and made a plan. Step 1, fix the army. Step 2, stop fights. Step 3, build power. He took years, but it worked. Russia got strong again. Putin doesn't guess, he knows. His decisions are like a map he draws first. Putin waits with patience. The word patience means staying calm and not hurrying. Putin has lots of patience. When other countries argue with him, he doesn't shout back fast. He watches, thinks, and picks the right time to act. Like in a war game, he moves his pieces slow, then wins. For example, he took a place called Crimea in 2014. He didn't tell everyone. He planned it quietly, then did it. People were shocked. Did you know he once waited years to punish someone who betrayed him? That's Putin, slow, smart, and strong. He doesn't lose control. Let's try a phrase. Take a chance means to try something risky like Trump does. He takes a chance and hopes it works. Another phrase is think it through. It means to plan carefully like Putin. He thinks it through before he acts. Both ways get results. The word result means what happens after you decide. Trump's fast risks get big results, good or bad. Putin's slow plans get steady results, always strong. Trump is like a storm, wild and quick. Putin is like a rock, still and solid. They show us two ways to choose. Now let's talk grammar. Listen to this. Act now. Wait and see. These are imperatives, orders you give. Trump says, act now. He wants speed. Putin says, wait and see. He wants patience. We use imperatives to tell people what to do. Try it yourself. Run fast. Sit down. It's easy, right? Trump gives imperatives to his team like, build it. Putin gives them too, but quiet like, watch them. This grammar fits their decision styles perfectly. So how do they compare? Trump decides with speed and risk. He sees something, likes it, and goes for it, boom. He signs papers, shakes hands, and moves on. Sometimes he wins big, like his election. Sometimes he trips, like with business losses. But he keeps going. His fans love that fire. Putin decides with plans and patience. He sits back, looks at everything, and makes a path. Then he follows it step, step, step. He rarely fails because he's ready. His fans love that strength. Trump's decisions are loud and fast, like a race. Putin's are quiet and slow, like a hunt. Both get what they want. What does this mean for us? Trump shows that taking a chance can change everything. You might fall, but you might fly. Putin shows that thinking it through keeps you safe. You wait, you win. Which way do you like? Fast or slow? Risk or plan? It's fun to think about. Their decisions made them leaders. Trump says, go big or go home. Putin says, control the game. They're so different but so strong. That's why we're watching them. What's next? We've seen how they decide, Trump with speed, Putin with patience. Soon we'll compare how people see them. Trump is a star, bright and loud. Putin is a mystery, dark and quiet. It's going to be another wild comparison. Plus, you'll learn more English, new words, cool phrases, and tricks to sound smart. Imagine deciding like Trump or Putin. You can do it. This is getting better and better. Stay with me for more. Part 6. Public image. Let's keep the fun going. Now we're comparing how people see Trump and Putin. Public image is all about what the world thinks of you. Your face, your style, your story. Trump and Putin look so different to us. One shines like a bright light. The other hides like a shadow. Get ready because this comparison is going to be exciting. First, let's talk about Donald Trump. He's a celebrity, a big star. The word fame means when everyone knows you. Trump has fame all over the world. Before he was president, he was on TV, in magazines, and even in movies. People saw his golden hair, his bright suits, and his big smile. He built a brand, something that makes you special and famous. The word brand means a name or style people remember. Trump's brand is loud and shiny. His name is on towers, hotels, and golf courses. He wants everyone to see him. When he became president, that fame got even bigger. Trump loves being in the spotlight. He talks to crowds, waves, and takes pictures. People know him for his wild hair and funny words. Some love him, they cheer and wear hats with his name. Others don't, they argue and call him loud. But everyone has an opinion. Here's a fun fact. Did you know he was once on a pizza ad? Yes, he ate pizza on TV to sell it. That's Trump. Always showing off. His public image is like a fireworks show, big, colorful and impossible to miss. He wants you to watch him, love him, or talk about him. It's all part of his game. Now let's switch to Vladimir Putin. He's the opposite. A mystery man. The word mystery means something secret or hard to understand. Putin's public image is a mystery. He doesn't show off like Trump. He stays quiet and keeps his life private. People don't see his family much. He hides them. But when he appears, he looks strong. He wears dark suits and stares with cold eyes. He does tough things like riding horses or fighting in judo. That shows power without words. People in Russia see him as a hero, a protector. Outside Russia, some see him as scary. Either way, he makes you wonder. Putin builds strength, not fame. The word strength means being tough and hard to break. Putin's image is all about strength. He doesn't need bright lights, he wants respect. He controls how people see him. Like he's flown planes, hunted tigers, and dived in the sea. Did you know he once found old pots underwater on TV? Some say it was planned, but it looked cool. Putin's public image is like a dark castle, quiet, strong, and a little spooky. He doesn't care if you love him. He wants you to fear him or follow him. That's his style. Let's try a phrase. Show off means to act big so people notice you. Trump shows off all the time, he loves it. Another phrase is stay low. It means to keep quiet and not stand out. Putin stays low, he doesn't need the crowd. Both ways work. Trump's fame pulls people in. He's a star they can't ignore. Putin's mystery keeps people guessing. He's a puzzle they can't solve. The word fear fits Putin too. It means feeling scared. Some fear him and he likes that. Trump wants cheers. Putin wants control. They shine in their own ways. Now let's talk grammar. Listen to this. Trump is louder. Putin is quieter. These are comparatives, words that compare two things. Trump is louder than Putin. Putin is quieter than Trump. We add "er" to adjectives to compare. Try it yourself. She is taller. He is faster. It's fun, right? Trump's image is brighter and bigger. Putin's is darker and smaller. Comparatives help us see the difference. Trump says, "I'm the best." Putin doesn't say much, but he acts tougher. This grammar makes their styles clear. So what do we see? Trump's public image is a party, loud, open, and full of fame. He's a brand everyone knows. He walks into a room and all eyes turn to him. His fans wear his hats. His enemies write about him. He loves it all. Putin's public image is a secret, strong, quiet, and full of mystery. He walks in and people whisper. His fans trust him to lead. His enemies watch him carefully. He controls it all. Trump is like a sunny day, bright and warm. Putin is like a stormy night, dark and cool. Both make the world talk about them. What does this teach us? Trump shows that fame can lift you high. Be big, be bold, and people notice. Putin shows that strength can hold you steady. Be quiet, be tough, and people respect you. Which do you like more? The star or the shadow? It's fun to pick. Their images made them leaders. Trump says, "Look at me." Putin says, "Watch out." They're so different but so powerful. That's why we're here. Two styles, one great story. What's next? We've seen how people see them. Trump as a celebrity, Putin as a mystery. Soon we'll learn English from their stories. You'll get words, phrases, and tricks to speak like them. Imagine sounding bold like Trump or cool like Putin. It's coming up fast. Plus, we'll wrap it all up with a fun ending. This is getting so good. Stay with me for more. Part 7. English Learning Focus. We've had so much fun with Trump and Putin. Now it's time to learn English from their stories. These two leaders use words in special ways. Trump is loud and bold. Putin is quiet and strong. We'll look at their language, how they talk, what they say, and why it works. You'll get new words, cool phrases, and grammar tricks to speak like a leader. Get ready because this is going to be exciting and helpful. Let's start with Donald Trump. He loves to dream big. One word he uses a lot is great. He says, "I'll make America great," or "I'm the greatest." The word dream means something you want in your future, like a goal or hope. Trump's dreams are huge, and he tells everyone. He uses "I will" all the time, like "I will win," or "I will fix it." That's the future tense. It's about things he plans to do. Listen to his famous quote again. "I will be the greatest jobs president that God ever created." Feel that? It's strong and full of promise. Trump wants you to believe in his dreams too. Trump's language is simple and loud. He repeats words to make them stick, like jobs, 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 or win, win, win. That's his style, short and punchy. He talks to people like they're friends. He says, "You're amazing," or "We're the best." The word leader fits him here. It means someone who guides others like a captain or boss. Trump acts like a leader with his words. He doesn't hide, he shouts his plans. You can try this too. Say "I will" when you want something. "I will learn English." It makes you sound confident. Now let's switch to Vladimir Putin. He's different, he gives orders. The word order means telling someone what to do, like a rule. Putin uses must a lot, like "we must be strong," or "you must listen." That's not a dream, it's a command. He wants control, not just hope. Listen to his quote again. "To forgive the terrorists is up to God, but to send them to him is up to me." Wow, that's tough. He doesn't say "I will." He says what's happening now. His words are cold and clear. Putin's language makes you feel his power. Putin doesn't talk too much. He picks his words carefully. When he speaks, it's short and serious, like "Russia is back," or "We are ready." The word goal means something you work for, like winning a game. Putin's goal is strength and his words show it. He doesn't cheer like Trump, he warns. He says, "Don't test us." That's his style, quiet but heavy. You can use this too. Say "you must" when you want to sound strong. You must try harder. It's like being a boss. Let's try a phrase. "I will win" comes from Trump. It's about dreaming big and saying it loud. Practice it. "I will pass my test." It's fun and bold. Another phrase is "you must listen." That's from Putin, it's about control and power. Try it. "You must be quiet." It's strong and serious. Both phrases help you lead. Trump's "I will" is for hope. Putin's "you must" is for rules. The word trust fits here too. It means believing someone is good or right. Trump wants trust with dreams. Putin wants trust with orders. Which do you like? Now let's talk grammar, modal verbs. These are special words like will and must. Trump uses will for intention, what he plans. "I will help you." It's about the future. Putin uses must for obligation, what you have to do. "You must follow me." It's about now. Listen to these. "I will go" means I plan to go. "I must go" means I have no choice. Try it yourself. "I will eat later." I must eat now. See the difference? Will is Trump's dream voice. Must is Putin's order voice. This grammar makes you sound like them. So what do we learn? Trump's language is all about dreams and being a leader. He says "I will" to share his big ideas. His words are loud, simple, and full of hope. You feel like you're at a party with him. Putin's language is about orders and goals. He says "you must" to keep things tight. His words are quiet, strong, and full of power. You feel like you're in a serious meeting with him. Both ways work. Trump pulls people with excitement. Putin holds people with trust. Their stories give us English we can use every day. How can you practice? Try Trump style. Say "I will" when you want something. "I will be happy." It's fun and lifts you up. Or try Putin style. Say "you must" when you need control. "You must do your homework." It's firm and clear. Mix them up. The word pattern fits here. It means a way of doing something, like a habit. Trump's pattern is "I will." Putin's is "you must." These patterns make them special. You can make your own pattern too. Speak bold like Trump or cool like Putin. It's up to you. What's next? We've learned English from their stories, words, phrases, and grammar to sound strong. Soon we'll wrap it all up with a quick ending. You'll see how Trump and Putin lead in their own ways. Plus, I'll ask you to join in. Tell me what you think. This has been so much fun and we're almost done. Stay with me for the big finish. Wow, what an adventure we've had. We've traveled through the stories of Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. 2 leaders, 2 styles, one amazing journey. Let's wrap it up with a quick look back and a fun way to keep going. You've learned so much and I'm so proud of you. Let's start with Trump. He's the loud dreamer with golden hair. He came from a rich family, built towers, and shouted his way to the White House. His style is big and bold. He talks fast, decides quick, and shines like a star. He says, "I will win," and makes people cheer. His life is like a big show, full of energy and surprises. Then there's Putin. He's the quiet planner with cold eyes. He started with struggle, became a spy, and took over Russia. His style is calm and strong. He talks slow, plans deep, and hides like a shadow. He says, "You must listen," and makes people trust. His life is like Judah's, like a chess game, smart and steady. What did we see? Trump and Putin are so different, but both are powerful. Trump's loud dreams shake the world. He wants everyone to see him. Fame is his game. Putin's quiet power holds tight. He controls everything, strength is his name. They talk different, decide different, and look different. Trump is a celebrity, bright and wild. Putin is a mystery, dark and cool. But both teach us how to lead. Trump says, "Be big and brave." Putin says, "Be smart and still." 2 ways, 2 wins. Which do you like more? It's fun to think about. This journey wasn't just about them. It was about you too. You learned English from their stories. Words like dream, power, and trust. Phrases like "I will win" and "you must listen." Grammar like "I will" for plans and "must" for rules. You can speak bold like Trump or strong like Putin. You're a leader now too. Their styles show us we can choose our own way. Maybe you'll shout your dreams or plan your goals. It's all up to you. So what's next? I need your help. This video is for you and I want to hear from you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, click that like button. Tells me you had fun. Then subscribe to Learn English with Stories 365. Hit that red button and join our family. You'll get more stories, more English, and more excitement every day. Don't miss out. We're just getting started. Now let's talk together. I've got 2 questions for you to answer in the comments below. First, who do you think is the stronger leader, Trump or Putin? Why? Is it Trump's big voice or Putin's cool head? Tell me what you think. Second, what's one thing you'd copy from their styles to be a leader? Maybe Trump's confidence or Putin's patience. Share your ideas. I can't wait to read them. Your words matter, so let's hear them loud and clear. Thanks for watching, friends. Trump and Putin showed us two paths, wild and steady. You've learned their secrets and grown your English. Now go out there and lead your way, big like Trump or smart like Putin. You've got this. See you in the next video on Learn English with Stories 365. Bye for now and keep shining.